Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the 49ers, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. On the return, Britton Covey only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
No contact. No contact. No contact.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. All right, Brock, here it is, the totally common opening drive safety to put our first points on the board.
You know, Kate, I don't know why baseball's cornered the market on this adage of, well, the great thing about baseball is you show up and anything can happen. You may see something you've never seen before. Well, it's the same thing in this game, and we just witnessed it right there. I think that's the first time on an opening drive I've seen a safety, and I think it sets the scene for what's going to be a wild, wild day.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game, too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles and Kenneth Gainwell ready for their next possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Well, they're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Keaton, here's now the key. With that number 1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
3rd and long for him here. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Pulled in at the 20. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. This one nearly taken to the house. The return goes for 34 yards. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession. Escapes the pocket. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Has a lane inside the 35. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now up by 15 in the opening quarter. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the 49ers take a 16-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 24. Has the connection to Gainwell. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Dotson now in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
An new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Right side.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Launches, and he's got it! Touchdown! The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Covey now to return this. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. First down throwing for Hurts. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Throwing now, following the turnover. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yellow. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The 49ers grow their lead off the turnover. Tyreek Hill the touchdown! It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been...
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Pat Surtain has it.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
They've got first down from the 31.
Yellow. Right side.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. It is Cup left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yellow. Right side.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the 49ers continue piling onto this lead.
Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Another try following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set them up now with 3rd down.
Okay. I'll be honest with you, I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the carry, and now they face 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Punt taken at midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Good blocking on the return. He gets 23 out of it. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you're not thinking is going to happen on a 1st down run. Likely need now a big gain on 2nd to try to get back on schedule.
They kick the running back in motion. He sends this one to the end zone. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers running away with it in the 2nd quarter. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the 49ers continue adding on to that lead.
Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Fred Warner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the 49ers take possession on his 13th INT of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
I don't need to.
Running back sent in motion.
Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown, he's out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Right side.
Gonna keep this one and go. And they're gonna touch him down after a short pickup.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Right side.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are...
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Caught along the 5. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch. No touch.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
No touch.
Second and 13. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We've got a timeout as they rush out to treat an injured player, and no, this is not what anyone wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, the one injured on that play. Able to find Dotson here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find Gainwell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Eagles pushing for a late spark before halftime.
Ready up.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now.
Pickett set to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready, check, ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. The defensive miscue keeps him out there, and now they've got to defend a 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Pass caught by Gainwell.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. That's a pickup of 7 yards, so now they'll face 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow. Right side.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. Finds a seam, left side, is off to the races. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Boswell to add the PAT. Oh, there he goes! It's a fake! He cuts it back left. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these 2 teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The 49ers and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lets one fly deep downfield. Caught at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tack on 7 more to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this is going to be far from the only time these replays will be on the screen over the next week, Brock, but they're not going to enjoy watching them. Have not taken care of the football, and this looks a whole lot like teaching tape for this defense.
Kate, think of all the great defenses over the last 50, 60 years. The 85 Bears, I think of the Seahawks and the Legion of Boom. 39 takeaways in their Super Bowl title winning year. Elite defenses have games just like this one where they take the ball away over and over and over and over again.
Completed here to Uzama. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing now from the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Boswell to add the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. This one's caught. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Covey now to return this. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Gainwell. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. He fields it at his 43. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw. Finds his back complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run. It's Gainwell. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Pickett. This ball's caught by Uzama. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. They'll run here following the penalty. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Trying to get that one is CeeDee Lamb. So it's 2nd down coming up. Again, Mahomes to throw. Oh, he got free. Getting out to his left. On the run, heaving it back across the field. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, Kate, we... flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
We're down to 1 quarter. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
He's on the move. He can run it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Pickett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now here's Pickett. He's on the move. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers!
Looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in 1 contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Their offense running back out now. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Let's go.
To throw is Pickett. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Pickett to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to their into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Yellow. My side.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers authoring a blowout here.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
I down these 2. My side.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 40. Into the red zone. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The 49ers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves one away from the NFL record. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes their offense out again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the 49ers take over after returning it inside the red zone.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The 49ers running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Back out runs their offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Man in motion here. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. To throw, Pickett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets them up with a 3rd down. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.